What's up, everyone? You are now locked into SpecTalk, my podcast geared toward high performers obsessed with personal excellence and in pursuit of that extra 1% more to win every single day. You know, I'm committed to bringing you the real talk, badassery, everything that optimizes health and performance toward entrepreneurs, executives, athletes from all pillars of my high performance system. Now, I've got a great topic for you today, okay? I got my notes out once again because I don't want to miss a thing. Going fast versus going far. Before you judge the topic, I want to give you a little bit of context. This has to do with fitness approaches that are probably too good to be true, and the key factor in the speed of your weight loss and transformation, or the perceived speed, and the sustainability. Okay, this is a huge topic because you are going to be, if not already, on your feeds from all your social media, exposed to so many different things. The way that the ads are curated, you look up one thing, you're going to get 17 more of that kind. So you're going to get inundated. You know, if you've done the New Year's resolution thing, you're getting trainers out the wazoo posting their ads, and you're seeing it. Now, great coaches will teach you the process. Quick fixes will sell you how fast you can do something. And while I've had clients in 12 weeks be ready for the stage looking skinny, fat, and flabby, there's always that big asterisk. And the asterisk is the I always say I'm the fine print to the bullshit headline, right? The fine print is if you execute on the daily without fail, and as a coach, make adjustments accordingly when things go awry. So can it happen fast? Yes. But when you look at what typically happens with people, they get sucked into pills, potions, waist trainers, and there's nothing wrong with any of these things if done at the right time in your journey. So let me talk about the going fast versus going far. I remember there were times in my fitness journeys where I got impatient. I've been in fitness since 1999, so there's a lot of times over the last 23, 24 years that I lost my patience with myself. And you look for things like fat burners, you look for things. I remember I conned my mother into buying a piece of fitness equipment from an infomercial that we actually used as a coat rack, so it never got used and I never lost weight. You know, I was pretty conniving when there was something that I wanted as a kid, but that wasn't the answer. The answer was me figuring out what I enjoyed to commit to, and I learned this at a really young age. I had a high school boyfriend that's like, oh, all you gotta do is run. Like, you could do it. You can lose weight. You can get more fit. And at the time, I was a tennis player in high school, so I wanted to just last on the court, right? I wanted to be one of the, if I was gonna play in the top three, I wanted to perform like a top three player on the team. And that necessarily, you know, the stress of trying to do it fast, it wasn't gonna last. Now, when you evaluate your goals, we talked about goal setting before. When you evaluate your goals and you realize why you're in the game, you actually will stick to it longer. But I'm talking about the actual strategy, the crash diets, the things that people believe will get them there fast, never last. It's like taking your date to bed on the first date. You might get bored. There's nothing else as part of the journey that you're going to be connected to. When you do it the right way, you can go a lot longer. You're less subject to injuries, illnesses, side effects of whatever pill you're trying to take, gimmicks that don't work. You save a hell of a lot more money. You save a hell of a lot more money, I can tell you that. But I think this is a huge topic that people don't address enough, because you're going to see a lot of things, promising a lot of things, and then what happens to your psyche when you don't succeed in that. I know what happened to mine. And so I want to use a personal example. of I walked into the bank one day to open up a business bank account, and I was changing my business name, and the banker who, I deal with, I sit down, he goes, "Oh, Christina, I'm glad you're here. I want to show you something." I'm like, "Okay." Pulls out 2 bottles, of which he paid like $100 each for it, like, the local nutrition store. I was like, "The hell is that, dude?" It's like, "Fat burners. What do you think of them?" I'm like, "Do you work out?" "No, not yet, but I might." I'm like, "How much you pay for that?" It was like 100 something. I'm like, "Really? So you could have literally got someone to teach you how to work out and eat. And you wasted your money. You overpaid for something that you don't know if this actually is a decent substance for you to take, but you're actually not doing what it says on the label. And it says works with a good diet and exercise plan." So here's the other thing about going fast versus going far. First of all, that was like putting the brakes on. You're not going anywhere, because just taking the fat burner, it's not going to burn fat. You might sweat. You might poop a lot if it's highly caffeinated. "Oh, I lost 3 pounds." Well, yeah, because you ate it yesterday because it was cheesecake and burgers, man. And I'm like, what the heck? So going far with this is the habitual approach. And I talk about this all the time. Habits, habits, habits. And when you want to get into that upper 1%, like I work with a lot of people that want to be in that upper 1% physically and mentally. And even if they are already in that upper 1% financially, they don't know what they don't know about this. But we pay for speed. So when I pay mentors for speed of action, because it cuts out the mistakes that I could potentially make that they could save me. That's what a coach does. You hire a coach to cut out the time of searching and failing through Google and YouTube programs and this and that and something that's not working for you. You pay a coach to teach you that the $200 that you spend on fat burners is not actually going to work for you in the state that you're in, because you had no business buying that in the first place. So you make purchases based upon speed for the things that can be accelerated. In your fitness journey, what could be accelerated is knowing exactly where you are, exactly where you want to be, and the exact strategy to get there. And then when you're on that GPS journey, if there's a roadblock that the coach sees, well, you know what, we're going to take this left turn, and you just trust it because that person's been down that road before and navigated that detour. The speed is not in a supplement that if you've never stepped foot into a gym, you don't have any business buying. That's not going to accelerate it. That actually just made you a little bit more broke, and you're making their pockets greater. This kind of borders on the topic of supplement education, but really the going far thing is a journey that I've had with coaches that I've had for years, that you develop that relationship and you develop that consistency and continuity and the learning lessons about your body and your experiences. So I will never let go of a client that feels like, "Oh, I'm not good enough. I'm going through a rough time in my life." No, I'm here. I'm here in the boat riding the waves with you. And that's what takes you far. Do you want to get on a jet ski and get there really fast, burn all the gas, and not be able to come back? Or do you want to take the cruise ship, take your time, enjoy it, have success every single part of the way, and then have enough gas to come back? Jet ski versus cruise ship. Which one's going to get you where, and what's your goal? Now, if you said, "You know what, I don't care. I'm just trying to lose all this weight for a wedding. I don't give a crap if I blow up 50 pounds, said no one ever after the wedding. Who wants to diet for their wedding and then look like a heifer the rest of their life? Real talk. So it's about going far. Going far is going to be the habits, the strategies, and the commitment to the long-term process, with or without somebody. 9 times out of 10, you need someone to see the things that you can't see. Because I'm not going to go with my Titanic and just boat myself right into an iceberg. This is about navigating the roadblocks with someone who knows how to navigate them. So when you sit down and you look at what your goals are you aligning your actions with going fast or going far? Because I believe right in the middle, you can accelerate your progress without having to waste time on strategies that don't work for you, that you are willingly going to spend money on, that looks appealing because of the ads that you see and the promises that are made? Or are you going to take that action, that desire, that money, and put it to where someone can accelerate that failure process by putting you right on the path that you need, yet still be with you to go far? That's that intersection, right? Fast, far, and then right in the middle is where you meet. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really hope that this content was valuable. You know, I could talk about carbs, cardio, protein, whatever you want all day, but I really find that my greatest joy is giving you the best in mindset and tools that you could take that apply in all areas of your life. I'm just giving you an example for fitness because this is a hot topic. This is what I've done for over 23 years, and I'm more than happy to take your suggestions. So please reach out if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. Christina@ChristinaSpecTalk.com is my email where I welcome you to write to me. And then, of course, lots of tips and new videos and reels on Instagram for you to tap into some more sound bites of 90 seconds or less of knowledge. Please visit me there and don't hesitate to reach out. I'm here for you.